You know that dream of having a perfect, serene aquarium, but then you're hit with the reality of murky water and all that noisy equipment? Well, in today's explainer, we're going to deconstruct how one single piece of tech promises to solve that exact problem. Let's dive right in.
Look, every hobby has its challenges, right? And for aquarium lovers, it's often this huge gap between the dream of a beautiful, pristine underwater world and, well, the messy, frustrating reality.
This source material really leans into this. It starts by painting this gorgeous picture, using language that just pulls you in. This is the goal, you know? This is the whole reason people get into the hobby in the first place. But just as you're lost in that dream, bam! The narrative brings you right back down to earth. It flips the script and shows you the frustrating reality, the cloudy water, that constant buzzing from the equipment, and just the tangled mess of wires and tubes.
Okay, so the problem has been laid out perfectly. The stage is set. And now, the narrative introduces its hero, a single device that's positioned not just as a tool, but as the protagonist that's going to save the day.
And here it is, the classic hook. It's that big what-if question that promises a total transformation. I mean, could one piece of tech really be the answer to all those problems we just talked about? So here's the big promise. This thing isn't just a filter. No, they call it a complete aquatic ecosystem manager. The idea is that it replaces 3 separate devices: your filter, your air pump, and your circulation pump, getting rid of all that clutter and complexity in one go.
All right, so we know what it promises to do, but how does it actually pull off the work of 3 different devices? Let's break down how it all works under the hood.
It's all about this 3-stage process that happens all in one place. First, you've got mechanical filtration. That's a sponge that grabs all the physical gunk. Then, biological filtration to handle the water chemistry. And finally, water circulation to get that all-important oxygen moving around. It's a whole system designed to be super efficient.
Now this is where it gets really interesting. The description puts a huge emphasis on this biological filtration. And the stars of that show are these beneficial bacteria. Think of them like a tiny, invisible cleanup crew that takes care of all the toxic stuff you can't see, keeping the whole ecosystem stable and your fish healthy.
But hey, clean water is only half the battle, right? The source material points out another major enemy of that aquarium dream: the noise. You know, that constant hum that just completely ruins the peaceful vibe you were going for.
And they don't just mention this in passing. Nope, this is a huge selling point. The goal isn't just to have a clean tank, it's to have a quiet, peaceful room.
I mean, this quote really says it all, doesn't it? The promise is a device that's so quiet you'll literally forget it's running. All that's left is for you to just sit back and enjoy the silent beauty of your aquarium.
So after breaking down all the individual features, what does it all add up to? Well, we arrive at the ultimate outcome, a perfectly balanced ecosystem that's built to last.
And here's what that after state is supposed to look like. All those features working together are designed to lead to 3 key results: way less work for you and for your aquarium, crystal clear water, and super healthy fish. This is the real payoff. This is what it's all about. We're talking less maintenance, less stressed fish, and that amazing peace of mind you get from knowing your little underwater world is truly thriving. It's about finally getting that dream you started with.
So at the end of the day, this whole pitch is really an emotional one. It's not just about selling a piece of equipment, it's about removing all the frustrations from the hobby so you can get back to the pure joy of it. It's about selling that feeling of success and serenity.
And that leaves us with a pretty powerful question to think about. How can one single piece of technology actually redefine an entire ecosystem? It's kind of a testament to how clever design can solve really complex problems, even ones that exist inside a little glass box. Thanks for joining me.